Alright, welcome back to another hip hop video. Now today I wanted to actually have a conversation about the whole why production can't be the only benefactor to the go to your conversation. And I'm gonna have another video talking about why rappability can't be the only benefactor either. So stay tuned to that. So long story short, I wanted to literally have a bit of a conversation about that because I feel like people are just choosing one side and just sticking to that side when it comes to conversations, because the majority is choosing production because they think that's marketable and is the only thing that's going to be the benefactor to being the greatest of all time. And I feel like that's so really, really, really narrow. Same with rappability too, because I feel like you guys are literally just talking past each other at this point. And I'm gonna just say right here, right now, that production can only get you so far because you need rappability in order for you to stay in the competition. While you have a marketable way of literally doing things and basically giving people music that they enjoy, you also have to remember that rappability also gets you into competition. Because battle rap still is part of the culture. So of course, you also have to remember that that is a huge part that people actually respect. And the community respects hip hop, at least rap to be specific, as a combat sport too. Like, it goes hand in hand. So you have to remember that these are the most important things. Now, while some things can be marketable, if you just take rappability out and just be left with production, you become a great artist. But again, rappability plays so much into the competition side. Being part of production is just gonna make you a laughing stock. And it's not because of you basically making music. That's not the case here. It's because, again, since you don't partake into, well, one, competition, but also competition that is very important to the competitive side of the community, they'll treat you like a laughing stock in that instance. Like, for example, and I'm not saying that these artists are laughing stocks at all, but the way they literally present themselves in the rap game will make people not take them serious as not only, well, I wouldn't say an artist. An artist, they will definitely respect you. But as a rapper, they will literally laugh you away. And the only reason they will do that is because, again, you have to figure out a way to balance them both. There are rappers that are capable of balancing them both. And yet, people are relying on sales, streams, every single thing that has to do with numbers, monthly listeners even on Spotify, and then literally top ranks in Billboard 100 and iTunes. They rely on these particular rankings and everything else across the board because of production alone. And production only literally lowers your rappability by so much because, again, they expect you to be marketable. They expect you to be friendly to a big, wide audience because they expect a lot of marketability, advertisement, everything across the board. So, when that happens, you have to remember that that's literally why, when it comes to like even marketability on radios, mainstream, anything like that, you have to remember that these guys have to do the bare minimum for their rappability because they can't literally be competitive and have great music at the same time. Now, I will say this as a benefit of the doubt. You can in fact do that. It's just that a lot of people don't know that at all. So, you're going to have some people that literally don't understand that there is at least a good small percentage of rappers that are capable of doing this. The problem is that We tend to be blindsided and ignorant by our own narrow thoughtfulness. But moving on, all I'm going to say is that we cannot be expected of anything in this scenario. Whether you like it or not, that's just how it is. Now, the example I'm going to bring up for somebody who clearly is and always will be a producer first and a rapper last is none other than Kanye. Now, let me make it clear for people that don't understand where I'm about to go with this. This man has literally kept himself, as far as rap ability concerned, has been on the lower tier of every single category. Why? Because people fail to understand the crucial part of it. Now, before people literally bring up the fact that Kanye literally out-rapped Kendrick, let me make it clear that I agree with that. But that's my point. I feel like a lot of people don't understand the fact that just because he out-rapped him, it just proved my point that you are capable of doing that and you're being lazy. Like, I have literally followed your career for that long and you still do this. And then, here's the thing that's kind of crazy about that entire scenario. Production for him is like the best thing for him. 10 out of 10 production that he's always done for years. But here's the problem. And I've always said this, that when it comes to listing off things, you have to remember that skill gaps are also important for artists. So you're probably wondering what his skill gap is. This is his skill gap. Like, again, production is super high, but his literal rap ability is almost damn near low. And it's kind of close, which is not surprising at all. I've been said this. Kanye is considered at least, to me, it was 1-3, he is at least average. An average rapper at best. And I've said this numerous fucking times. Now, will I say that he is a lot more capable than certain rappers? Absolutely, if he fucking tries. And that's if he fucking tries. But this is also what I was talking about when I say production somehow, and when I said this, production is king when it comes to him. Production first, rapper last. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm bringing this up right now. Over the last decade, I've started to notice a trend. We'll just go with trend, because I think that would be a better option than really any. When I mention Drake in this particular scenario, I have to bring up the fact that he is doing production first and rap last. And surprise, surprise, it worked out perfectly. Am I surprised by that? No. And this is where things get real crazy. Now, after Drake, allow me to introduce Little Pump, 6ix9ine, YBNs, besides Corday, Trippie Redd, and Lil Yachty. Now, out of these 5, what am I going to literally tell you that happened with these 5? Oh, and let's not forget Lil Uzi Vert. Now, all 6 of them, what do you think they have in common? If you guessed at the fact that they are production first and rap dead last, then you are correct. Between that 5-year span, these particular rappers have actually, sustained a level of mainstream popularity within those 5 years. And people are probably wondering why. Well, that's very simple. Because, again, the people that value production over rap let this happen. And not only did they let this happen, they encouraged it. And then people are wondering why it has a very big, oversaturated taste when it comes to production, because nowadays they fail to understand why production, marketing, streams, and everything across the board for these motherfuckers basically outlinked with the people who actually tried and it was on the MC path. Now, I'm going to be very, very, very crucial, and I'm going to be a devil's advocate here. Trippy and Lil Uzi Vert are actually really good artists. They were actually good artists in the underground, especially good rappers too. It's just they chose to go a different lane. But that's their decision. But this doesn't change the fact that they basically said what I exactly said it at the very beginning. Certain artists, especially rappers, are choosing production a lot more than rappability. And that's why I'm saying, as far as anything, you can't trust production all the time and make it the only benefactor for the greatest of all time conversation. It's just not going to work. So, now that we have gotten that out of the way, I think we're going to have to conclude this video and basically end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like. Also, hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. It's been said, guys.